Welcome to Retired Pennies World, the home for true coin lovers and treasure hunters who know that every coin has a secret story and potential hidden value. In today's video, we'll explore the 1967 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that might look like ordinary pocket change, but if you have one in excellent or mint condition, it could be worth far more than 25 cents. Some of these coins, especially those preserved in perfect mint state or with rare errors, have sold for well over $100 in today's market. So stay with me till the end as we uncover the hidden worth of the 1967 quarter and what makes this coin so fascinating for collectors today. The 1967 Washington quarter is part of the Classic series first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. This coin features the famous portrait of Washington on the obverse side, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. Above his head, you'll see the word Liberty, and to the left, the motto, "In God We Trust." Below Washington's neck is the date 1967. The reverse side displays the bold American bald eagle, wings spread wide, standing on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, a proud symbol of both strength and peace. This design served the nation for decades and remains one of the most iconic images in U.S. coinage history. Now here's something very special about the 1967 quarter. It has no mint mark, and that's not an error. During the years 1965 through 1967, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks from all coins to discourage coin hoarding and speculation, which had become a major issue at the time. That means every 1967 quarter, whether it was made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, carries no mint mark at all. So if your coin doesn't have a mint letter under Washington's portrait, don't worry, that's exactly how it was meant to be. The 1967 Washington quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, not silver. It weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. While most of these coins were struck for circulation, the Mint also produced a limited number of special Mint set coins. These SMS coins were created with a higher quality strike, smoother surfaces, and better details than regular coins. They were sold directly to collectors, and today, they are the real prize for anyone searching for valuable 1967 quarters. The difference between a regular strike and an SMS coin can mean the difference between a few cents and hundreds of dollars. Let's talk about value. A regular 1967 quarter found in circulation is typically worth its face value of 25 cents, maybe up to $1 if it's lightly worn. However, things get interesting when we talk about uncirculated or SMS examples. A 1967 quarter in mint state condition, MS65 or higher, can be worth between $50 and $120, depending on its sharpness, shine, and lack of marks. But if you have a special mint set quarter with deep cameo contrast and flawless surfaces, the value can rise dramatically, up to $200 or even more for top-graded examples. In fact, some 1967 SMS quarters, graded SP67 or 68 by PCGS or NGC, have sold for over $500 at major auctions. The higher the grade, the more collectors are willing to pay. Minting errors can also make the 1967 quarter extremely valuable. There are known examples of double die strikes, off-center coins, and even missing clad layers that have fetched prices of several $100s. An off-center 1967 quarter, or one struck on the wrong planchette, which is a blank intended for another coin, can bring in huge premiums, sometimes exceeding $1,000. Always inspect your coin carefully under bright light. Even a small error can make a big difference in value. So, if you have a 1967 quarter with no mint mark, take a closer look at it. Check if it has sharp details, smooth surfaces, and that special mint set finish. It might just be an SMS coin or an uncirculated gem worth far more than you ever expected. Even though millions were made, finding one in perfect, untouched condition is very rare today, and that's why collectors are willing to pay hundreds of dollars for the finest examples.
Next up, the 1992 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark, a coin that might be sitting unnoticed in your pocket or old coin jar, but if it's in pristine condition, it can be worth far more than 25 cents. Some of the best preserved examples from 1992 with the Philadelphia mint mark have sold for over $100, and certain rare error varieties have reached even higher prices. So stay tuned as we uncover the history, details, and true market value of this fascinating 1992 P Washington quarter. The 1992 quarter belongs to the classic Washington quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This coin's design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, has become one of the most iconic in American coinage. On the obverse side, you'll see the portrait of George Washington facing left, with the word Liberty above his head and the motto, "In God We Trust," on the left side. Below Washington's neck is the date 1992, along with the small letter P, indicating that this coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. On the reverse side, you'll find the proud American bald eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, a symbol of both power and peace. This classic design would continue until 1998, after which the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program in 1999. The 1992 P quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint with a total mintage of over 384 million coins, making it common in circulation. However, what makes this coin valuable is not its quantity, but its condition and grade. Most of these coins were used in everyday transactions, and over the years they've collected scratches, wear, and discoloration. But the few that were carefully preserved in uncirculated or mint-state condition are the real treasures. These coins still have their original shine, full luster, and crisp details, and that's where the big money lies for collectors today. Let's talk about value. A 1992 P Washington quarter in circulated condition is generally worth its face value of 25 cents, or maybe up to $1 if lightly used. However, when you step into uncirculated or mint state territory, the price rises sharply. A 1992 P quarter graded MS65 by PCGS or NGC can sell for $60 to $120, depending on its appearance and demand. Coins graded MS67 or higher are extremely rare, and such coins can easily reach $200 to $400 or more. The key to these high prices lies in their flawless surfaces, no scratches, no dullness, and full original mint luster. The more perfect your coin is, the higher collectors are willing to pay. Additionally, there are special error coins from 1992 that have become incredibly valuable. These include double die errors, off-center strikes, and missing clad layer coins, where the nickel coating didn't apply properly, revealing a bright copper surface beneath. Such error coins are unique and have sold for hundreds of dollars at coin auctions. Even a small striking mistake can make your coin stand out and become a sought-after collectible among coin enthusiasts. Another interesting version to look out for is the proof coin minted in San Francisco with an S mint mark. While it's not a Philadelphia coin, the 1992 S proofs are highly collectible with deep cameo finishes that shine like mirrors. But for the 1992 P mint quarter, the true value lies in its grade, rarity in top condition, and any unique minting features that make it stand apart from regular circulation coins. So, if you have a 1992 P Washington quarter, take a close look at it. Check if it has full details, bright luster, and no visible wear. If it looks nearly flawless, it might be worth sending to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional certification. Once it's graded, you'll know exactly where it stands, and you might be surprised to learn that your coin could easily be worth over $100 in today's collector market. Even a coin that's been tucked away in a drawer for decades could turn out to be a small fortune in disguise.
Next up, the 1986 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark,
a coin that might look like an ordinary piece of change, but if it's in excellent or mint condition, it can be worth far more than just 25 cents. Some rare, high-grade 1986 D quarters have sold for over $100, and certain era coins have reached even higher prices at auction. So stay tuned as we uncover the true history, hidden details, and current market value of the 1986 D Washington quarter. The 1986 Washington quarter is part of the legendary Washington quarter series that began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this coin remains one of America's most iconic and widely recognized designs. On the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of George Washington facing left, with the word Liberty above, the motto "In God We Trust" on the left side, and the date 1986 below his neck. The small letter D right beside the ribbon in his hair identifies this coin as being minted at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, the coin features the powerful image of the bald eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. This design beautifully captures the spirit of America during that time. The 1986 D Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint with a total mintage of about 504 million coins, which means it's not exactly rare in circulation. However, what truly gives it collectible value is its condition, grade, and any minting errors it may have. Most 1986 D quarters circulated heavily over the years and show signs of wear, scratches, or fading. But coins that have been carefully preserved in mint rolls or coin sets and remain in uncirculated or mint state condition can be worth significantly more to collectors. Let's talk about the values in today's market. A 1986 D Washington quarter in normal circulated condition is generally worth its face value of 25 cents, or maybe up to $100 depending on where. However, in mint state, the value increases dramatically. A coin graded MS-65 by professional grading companies such as PCGS or NGC can sell for $60 to $120. If you're lucky enough to have a coin graded MS-67 or higher, it could fetch $200 to $400, and in some rare cases, even more. These high-grade coins are extremely hard to find because they require perfect luster, sharp details, and absolutely no marks or blemishes, something very few coins have after nearly 4 decades. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. Some era coins from 1986 with the D mint mark have sold for huge premiums. There are known examples of off-center strikes, double die errors, and missing clad layers that make these coins unique and valuable. For instance, an off-center 1986 D quarter or one struck on a copper planchet, missing its nickel coating, can easily sell for $200 to $500 depending on the size and visibility of the error. These are one-of-a-kind pieces that collectors love because no two errors are ever exactly alike. If you think you might have a valuable 1986 D quarter, the first thing to do is carefully inspect it under good lighting. Look for sharp details, clean surfaces, and strong luster. If the coin looks almost flawless, with no scratches or dull spots, it might be worth getting professionally graded. A certified grade not only confirms its authenticity, but also gives it a clear market value. High-grade 1986 D quarters are becoming increasingly scarce, and as collector interest grows, their prices continue to rise year after year. So, before you spend that old 1986 D quarter, take a moment to check its condition. It might just be a hidden treasure worth far more than you ever imagined. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about money. It's about preserving pieces of history, stories, and craftsmanship that have stood the test of time. The 1986 D quarter is a perfect example of how even a coin from the 1980s can surprise you with its beauty and value. Next, the 1981 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but could be worth far more than just its face value if you have the right one in the right condition. Many collectors are surprised to learn that pristine, high-grade 1981 P quarters and rare era varieties can fetch hundreds of dollars in today's market. So let's explore everything you need to know about this vintage American coin and how much it's really worth in 2025.
The 1981 Washington quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The coin's obverse side features the classic bust of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, with the inscriptions Liberty above, In God We Trust on the left, and the date 1981 below. The small P mint mark found to the right of Washington's ponytail ribbon identifies that the coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. On the reverse, we see a majestic bald eagle with its wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows and olive branches, representing America's strength and desire for peace. This timeless design has become one of the most recognized images in U.S. coin history. In 1981, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 601 million Washington quarters, which makes this coin relatively common in circulation. However, while most 1981 P quarters you find in your pocket change are worth 25 cents, some coins in mint state or uncirculated condition can be worth much more. Over the decades, most of these coins were heavily used, showing scratches, dull surfaces, or wear. But those few that have survived with their original shine and flawless detail are highly sought after by collectors. Let's break down the values in today's market. A circulated 1981 P Washington quarter typically holds its face value of $0.25, but if it's lightly circulated and still has decent luster, it might sell for $1 to $3 to casual collectors. Things start to get more exciting when we move into higher grades. A coin graded MS65, mint state 65, can fetch around $30 to $50, and those graded MS66 or higher can reach $100 to $250. In rare cases, coins graded MS67 or MS68, which show nearly perfect strike, strong luster, and zero visible marks, have been sold at auction for $400 or more. Now, what truly pushes some 1981 P quarters into the hidden treasure category are minting errors. Collectors love unique mistakes like off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or missing clad layers. A 1981 P quarter with a noticeable off-center strike or a dramatic die clash could easily be worth $200 to $600 depending on its clarity and overall appeal. Even more valuable are coins struck on the wrong planchet. For example, a quarter accidentally struck on a nickel or dime blank, which can sell for over $1,000 at auction. If you have a 1981 P Washington quarter, take a close look at it under good lighting. Check for sharp details, reflective luster, and no visible scratches or marks. You can use a magnifying glass to check the edges and mint mark area for any signs of errors or doubling. If you think your coin is in exceptional condition, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade will not only confirm your coin's authenticity, but also give it a clear market value, especially if it's in mint condition or contains a rare error. So, before you spend that 1981 P quarter as ordinary pocket change, stop and take a closer look. It might just be a small piece of American history worth far more than 25 cents. As time goes on and fewer high-quality examples remain, the value of this coin continues to rise, making it a great addition to any collector's portfolio. Thank you for watching Retired Pennies World, where we bring you the hidden stories and true market values behind coins from around the world. If you enjoyed learning about the 1981 P Washington quarter and want to discover more coins that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next video. Share this video with other collectors or friends who might have old coins lying around, because you never know, that old quarter in their pocket could be their next big treasure. Keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth a fortune.